Hey Tom, in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. My name is Seleni McGregor and I work with small business owners across the state of Utah. I'm actually based out of Utah County myself, so just a little further south from you guys. I put together this quick custom video for you about your online presence and specifically how you stack up against your competition. At this point, I'm sure you're sitting there asking yourself, why would she be doing this and what's the catch here? Well, fair questions. What I have found is that most local business owners are just too busy actually running their business. They're swamped with payroll, helping customers, answering questions, just dealing with employees and staying on top of jobs. Many times, learning how to leverage the internet to benefit their company just gets buried under all the other to-dos. And let's be real, half the time the only reason they haven't hired somebody yet is because they don't know who to trust or knowing who is truly an expert. So that's exactly why I make videos like this. I found that by giving people an easy, free attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business for free, it's resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, I like you, Seleni, can you please just handle this for me? So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've heard and you can see that I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan that I gave to you and do it yourself, that totally works for me too. Now let me show you the 3 things that'll set A&B Sewer and Plumbing above your competition. So those 3 things we're going to cover today is first, content, second, citations, and third, backlinks. So first up is content. So since Google isn't a human, it doesn't just know what you do. It needs to be told through your content. So content, is basically anything here that you can see on your homepage that is highlighted, if I could get it to highlight. Oh, hold on. Okay, let's start a little further down. Okay. I don't know why my mouse is being so weird, but you get the idea. Anything here that is highlightable. So this can be text, it can be pictures, what the pictures are saved as, what's behind the pictures. That can all be considered content. So to show you an example of like the images that I'm talking about, if you come over here to these images, if we do a right click, we can save as, and we can see what these images are saved as. So that one's saved under new image. This one is same thing. Let's try another one. Same thing. So you can see here, they're not necessarily saved as anything specific. This is a great way that we can leverage high volume and location keywords searches by including them in the detailed image descriptions. Something more specific to your industry here. So these are all things that Google bots are able to read and basically get an idea of what is this business, what services do you offer, what areas are you targeting, and that's all going to position you in the search ranking. So the goal is having unique and authoritative content, and you need to have enough of it to add in keywords or key phrases that people are going to be searching for in Google in order for somebody to find the services that you offer. Most business owners know that they need content, but what they don't know is that in order to rank number 1 on Google, the average content count is 1,500 to 2,400 words on your homepage, while again, making sure that it contains the right keywords and phrases that your customers are actually searching for. When I copied your content and plugged it into a tool here, I was able to see that your website, it looks like it's pulling on your homepage, has about 543 words on it. Now, if we jump over here to one of your competitors here for sewer line repair in Salt Lake City, Beehive has around, let me jump into my tool and see, 1,900 words on their home page. Now, this is very beatable over time to increase your content here. Now, we're actually going to jump over here into a tool that I have. This is called Ahrefs. It's a really cool tool. Typically costs a couple $100s per month if you guys want to go out there and get this yourself. But it essentially gives me behind the scene details that Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site and getting an idea of what's working well for you and your competition. So I ran a quick scan for your competitor over here, again for Beehive, and we're able to see kind of an overview of what's going on. Initially, we can see how many keywords are being found on their this specific service page, 55 keywords, and it's driving 71 traffic to it, 71 searches every single month for it. And then if we're actually going to dive in here specific to the keywords, we're able to take a look and see the exact keywords that they are ranking for and what your customers are actually searching for every month. So we're actually gonna, let me just try and filter this the other way. So we can look at the highest ranking keywords here. So we've got sewer repair, Salt Lake City, 40 people are searching that. Let's jump down to a higher keyword, sewer line repair, Salt Lake City, 150 people per month are searching for that keyword. Sewer repair, Salt Lake City's getting 20 searches. Let's go. We want to look at these location specific. So these Salt Lake specific ones, I think those are kind of our higher ones there. That one's more of a national term. Okay, so I think that those are some of the higher ones that we're seeing here, specifically that they are ranking for. Now, if we jump over here to your website, we're seeing a similar overview. We can see how many keywords you've got here on your website and how much traffic your website is driving in. So it looks like you've got about 2 keywords on your website. If we dive into your keywords, we can see what position you're ranking in for them and the volume of people searching for it. So you've got septic tank pumping Salt Lake City, searching 40 times per month. So a decent volume there. The biggest thing is your position. You're at 46th position, which means you're on 4th, 5th page of Google. And as you know, people rarely go past the first page when they're searching for something. So just looking here at the volume, like the hundreds of people that you could get with all of these keywords, and if you're able to position yourself up into like 1st, 2nd, and 3rd position, what would that do for your company to be able to have that kind of volume here and people clicking in on your website? Now we're actually going to dive over here. We are going to jump into Google here, type in that high keyword. We've got sewer line repair Salt Lake City. First thing we see here is always the ads section. Here's the thing about ads. Ads can work, but they can also be a money pit if your foundation, like your website, isn't dialed in, or if customers are using an ad blocker. So just be careful to not burn through your money here with Google Ads until you know for sure that your site will convert. So we're actually going to jump down here below the ads section to the coveted map. And this area has to do a lot with the second important thing that we're going to talk about, which is citations. You're probably asking yourself, well, what is a citation and why do they matter? And those are great questions. So this is called the Google Map Pack. I'm sure you've seen it, you've probably used it, and you've possibly even thought to yourself, how in the world can I get my business up on here? And that's a great question, and it's about what I'm to show you. So to get yourself here on the top 3, the number one thing that Google looks at is a thing called citations. So what are citations? Well, they're really simple. They are just your business name, address, and phone number listed on a bunch of online directories like these: Yelp, Yellow Pages, City Star, and so on. But they need to match your Google listing exactly. Having citations like this helps Google verify and give relevance to your local business. So to push your business up on the top 3 spots on the map pack, you just need to increase your citation game. When you get more citations than your competitor, especially from authoritative and industry-specific websites, your credibility gets boosted, Google trusts you more, and they push you here above your competition. Now you might be asking yourself, great, but how do I actually do that? Well, there are paid tools like Whitespark or Bright Local that tell us exact directories that your competition here is listed on. And we can go out and match those directories that they're on, but we don't want to just stop at matching them. We want to dominate them. So we have seen with plumbing companies, for instance, that most here ranked in the top areas, plumbing companies, sewer companies, they're around 200 citations. So if you're pushed down below that, 2nd, 3rd, 4th page, you probably have 10 to 20 citations. So we not only need to go get those citations to match your competitor, but we need to beat them online. Now let's talk about the last thing that we want to go over today, which is backlinks, often called link juice. So this 3rd pillar will really help you dominate in Google. So when we search again for the sewer line repair Salt Lake City, go down past the ads, past the map pack, down here we've got the organics listing section. You can see that your site is not ranked here number 1, 2, 3, not even here on the first page of Google. Now, this is where we want to be because Google statistics have shown that the top 3 businesses on Google get about 75% of the clicks, meaning that most of your potential customers are choosing one of the first 3 results and are never making it to your listing. So in order to get here, you need to beat out your competition in every aspect. You need authority. So how do you get authority? Well, this is where the backlinks come into play. Simply put, a backlink is when one website links to another website online. Easiest way to think about this is thinking about it like a popularity contest back in high school. You want the coolest, most popular kid to be recommending you. So in this popularity contest, the business with the most relevant link juice or authority wins. And I say relevant because not all backlinks are created equal. So you're a plumber and sewer guy, right? you wouldn't want to have an ice cream shop linking back to you because you don't make ice cream. Although that would be tasty, the backlink would be kind of useless to you. But having a backlink from a local blog or a construction company linking back to you, that would be much more effective. Now let's jump back over here into my tool again. We can actually see that your site has 219 backlinks linking back to it. Not bad, it's a great start, but it's not dominant. It's not pushing you to the top of the rankings. If we go over here to your competitor, let's jump back into this overview, we can see they've got 8 backlinks here. Now it's a little bit confusing because you've got way more backlinks than they do, but they've only got 8. You've got a couple of things working at play here. With the 8, they can have more strong, relevant, quality sites linking back to them, and way fewer can beat out the higher quality. There's also some other stuff that can go into play with power here, but the biggest thing is we can jump into here directly in this tool and we can see the exact backlinks that they have and go get the same relevant sources for you and your company. And again, we're able to even jump into your backlinks and be able to see how good they are and what they're actually doing for you. Because again, you've got the quantity there, but it's quality over quantity is what's really important to remember here. Again, this is very beatable with time. Getting you to the top of Google, it's not magic. It's just a tried and true method. And I've shown you that exact method today. So again, those 3 things that you can do to help increase your online presence. First, focus on this front page. Get it to minimum 1,500 words using those right keywords and phrases that people are actually searching for in your area so that your company gets found. Second, increasing how many citations you have, getting your name, address, and phone number on as many online directories to beat out your competition by a landslide. And lastly, focusing on these backlinks, making sure that they are high quality and really relevant, strong sources. That way you show Google that you are the authority. If you implement these strategies today, you can be number 1 across Google. Now, I know how tough it is in this market, and I know how dependent small businesses are on third-party companies like Angie's List. I know how painful it is to pay for leads that are shared amongst your competitors. What I've shown you today gives you control over your leads, and it's an actionable plan having clients come straight to your door without a broker in between. So I'm sure you're wondering at this point, okay, well now what? Well, you really have a few options. If you feel like you cannot handle any more clients every month, that is absolutely fair. Just send me a quick note saying that you've watched the video. Give me your thoughts about it. I would really appreciate your feedback. On the other hand, if you're ready to grow, you can take this blueprint and implement these 3 strategies on your very own today. I gave you the exact formula that businesses pay tons of dollars to have, and it's all yours to use to help your company. Now, if you found this information valuable and you are one of those business owners to still raise their hands for the most effective route, go ahead and respond to my email. We'll set up a time to chat and dive deeper into your specific situation and see what I can do to help your business thrive. Once again, my name is Seleni, and I look forward to your email. Thanks so much. Have a great day.